The movie starts at a wild party where a teen named Cole searches through the crowded house for his younger brother, Duckett. He's told that Duckett is out of control, and when Cole finds him locked in a room, he breaks down the door. Inside, Duckett, shirtless and injured, is mumbling to himself. Cole tries to help him, but when he notices everyone recording the scene, he angrily yells at them to stop. Suddenly, Duckett stabs Cole. He then walks outside and shocks everyone by stabbing himself in the eye. The next scene introduces Mia, a 17-year-old high school student. Mia is struggling with the 2-year anniversary of her mother's death. She believes her mom accidentally overdosed, and she's been distant from her dad, Max, since the incident. Later that day, Mia picks up Riley, her best friend Jade's younger brother, from his friend's house. Since her mother's passing, Mia has been staying at Jade's house. Jade's family is the only source of comfort for Mia during this tough time. Later, Mia and Jade spot a party on social media, hosted by teenagers Haley and Joss. There's a rumor that Haley and Joss are into some creepy, dark stuff with the party guests, but Jade thinks it's all fake. Mia, however, wants to see for herself. Jade agrees to go, but only because her boyfriend Daniel will be there. Together with Riley, the three sneak out and head to the party. At the party, Mia meets Daniel, who turns out to be her ex-boyfriend. Though they're still friends, there's a bit of tension. Later, Haley and Joss introduced everyone to a game called Talk to Me. The main attraction is an embalmed hand with strange writing on it, supposedly from a medium. The game's simple. You hold the hand, light a candle, and say, "Talk to me." This summons a spirit or demon, but only the person holding the hand can see it. If they say, "I let you in," the spirit possesses them. Mia volunteers to go first. Haley warns that the connection must be cut within 90 seconds by blowing out the candle, or the spirit might bind to the person permanently. Mia grips the hand, says, "Talk to me," and is immediately freaked out by the sight of an old man's ghost. Jade is worried and wants Mia to stop, but Mia regains her composure and continues. Mia repeats the process, and this time a terrifying woman appears. At Haley's encouragement, Mia says, "I let you in," allowing the spirit to enter her. Mia starts behaving erratically, speaking in a creepy, threatening voice. She points at Riley and says, "They really like you." As the door creaks open, Joss tries to pull Mia away before the 90-second mark, but the demon won't let go of the hand and yells at Riley to run. Haley and Joss finally manage to break the connection, though they've gone over the time limit. Later that night, Riley asks Mia how it felt to be possessed. Mia, smiling, says it was amazing. She could see, hear, and feel everything. Excited by Mia's experience, Daniel decides he wants to try it. Haley agrees, and they plan to play again at Jade's house that night. At Jade's house, they wait for Haley and Joss to set up the game. Daniel sits in front of the embalmed hand, says, "Talk to me," and "I let you in," becoming possessed. Things get weird as the spirit inside Daniel insults Jade and turns him on sexually. While Daniel is dry humping the floor, Jade's dog comes over, and Daniel licks the dog's mouth, leaving the group both disgusted and entertained. They blow out the candle to end the game, but no one feels satisfied, so they agree to play again later. Thankfully, Jade's mom, Sue, is out for the night. Riley asks if he can have a turn, but Jade says no, thinking it's too dangerous. The others agree, saying he's too young. This sparks an argument between Jade and Riley, and Jade leaves the room for a moment. Riley begs Mia to let him try, and Mia finally agrees, but only for 50 seconds, not the usual 90. Riley eagerly agrees, and after following the procedure, he gets possessed. To everyone's shock, Riley appears to be possessed by Mia's deceased mother. Things get emotional as the spirit tells Mia how much she misses her. The others want to cut the connection after 50 seconds, but Mia begs for more time. As the time ticks away, the situation turns dark. The spirit inside Riley becomes violent, slamming his head into a cabinet. Jade and the others struggle to pull the hand away, eventually managing to break the connection. Riley is badly injured and needs immediate medical attention, so they rush him to the hospital. The group is in shock, speechless over what happened. Mia, feeling guilty for allowing Riley to play, decides to pack her things and return to her dad's house. When Mia tries to visit Riley in the hospital, both Jade and Sue turn her away, blaming her for what happened. Sue tells Mia to stay away and threatens to call the police if she comes back. As Mia leaves, she catches a glimpse of her mother's reflection in a window. The spirit of Mia's mom leads her to the bathroom, where she hears her mother's voice calling for help. But when she checks, no one is there. Afterward, Mia starts spending more time with Daniel, and it's clear she still has feelings for him. Despite Daniel's doubts, Mia believes her mother's spirit is trying to contact her. That night, as Daniel sleeps over, Mia wakes from a nightmare and sees the spirit of an old woman sucking on Daniel's foot. She screams for him to wake up, but when Daniel does, he finds Mia is the one sucking his foot. Freaked out, Daniel leaves immediately. After he's gone, Mia takes the embalmed hand for herself, lights a candle, and attempts to communicate with her mother's spirit. Rhea appears, and Mia asks the burning question. Was her mother's death an accident or suicide? Rhea reassures her it was an accident and that she would never willingly leave her. Rhea's spirit then warns Mia that Riley is in pain and needs help. At the hospital, Jade tries to assist Riley, but he's still possessed and ends up biting her. He collapses, banging his head on the bathroom wall. The demon inside Riley is trying to hurt him, but a doctor steps in just in time. Later, Mia teams up with Daniel, Haley, and Joss to find Cole, Duckett's brother from the beginning. They learn that Joss got the hand from Duckett, who killed himself after playing the game. When they meet Cole, he blames Joss for constantly inviting Duckett to play with the hand. Cole says the spirits inside Riley will weaken over time, so the best option is to wait it out. But Mia, worried for Riley, comes up with a plan. Mia believes they forgot to blow out the candle during Riley's possession, so she thinks they need to finish the game. She heads to the hospital to get the spirits to repossess Riley and bring him back, but it doesn't work. Desperate, Mia decides to enter the spirit world to rescue Riley's soul. In a vision, Mia meets the spirit of a little girl and begs her to take her to Riley. The girl says, "I let you in," and reveals that Riley is being tormented by violent spirits in limbo. When Mia wakes, she tells her friends the spirits won't stop hurting Riley. Back home, Mia's father, Max, approaches her with the truth about her mother's death. He apologizes for hiding it and shows her Rhea's suicide note, confirming her death wasn't an accident. Devastated, Mia sees Rhea's spirit again. Suddenly, Mia hears banging on her door, and Rhea warns her that Max wrote the note as a lie. She claims the spirit is imitating Max, while the real Max is in another room. Rhea insists that the only way to save Riley is for him to die. The spirit, pretending to be Max, enters the room and violently attacks Mia. Hearing the commotion, the real Max breaks down Mia's door. In the chaos, Mia, thinking she's attacking the spirit, accidentally stabs her father in the neck with scissors. Later, Mia tricks Jade into leaving the hospital, telling her she knows what to do, while Mia heads to Riley herself. At the hospital, Sue arrives and apologizes to Mia, reassuring her she's not to blame for what happened to Riley. She lets Mia be alone with him for a moment. Now, fully under the spirit's influence, Mia believes the only way to save Riley is by killing him. Mia attempts to kill Riley with the scissors, but can't go through with it. Meanwhile, Jade returns home and finds her father critically injured. She calls for an ambulance and warns her mother that Mia is a danger to Riley. Sue rushes to Riley's hospital room, but Mia has already taken him. Jade sees Mia in the distance, pushing Riley in a wheelchair, and follows her. Mia wheels Riley to the edge of a busy highway, intending to end his suffering. In her hallucination, Mia sees Riley as an old, decaying spirit. Rhea's spirit encourages Mia to push him into oncoming traffic, telling her she's doing the right thing. Mia lets go of Riley's wheelchair, causing a car to swerve and collide with something on the road. We then see Mia lying in the middle of the road, badly injured, as if she was hit by the car instead of Riley. When Mia regains consciousness, she sees Jade comforting Riley by the roadside. Confused and disoriented, Mia watches as her friends tend to Riley. Suddenly, Mia finds herself in the hospital, but something feels off. Everything seems strange, and no one acknowledges her presence. She watches as Riley, now fully recovered, leaves the hospital with Jade and Sue. Max, who appears to have healed from his injuries, also leaves. Mia desperately tries to follow them, calling out, but no one hears her. Her screams go unanswered as everyone walks away, leaving her behind. Mia finds herself alone in pitch-black emptiness. Out of nowhere, She notices a faint glimmer of light in the distance. Curiosity pulls her toward it, and as she gets closer, she realizes it's a candle. Extending from the light is a familiar hand. She reaches out to grab the hand, and in an instant, she is transported to a completely different place, a lively party. The person holding her hand looks at her in shock before muttering, "I let you in." In that moment, it dawns on Mia. She is now part of the cursed hand game. Trapped in the spirit world, she has become one of the spirits summoned by players. Just like the ones that once tormented Riley, Mia is now the spirit, lost in the dark cycle of the game.